3 schools in Pocatello received new technology grants to help teach students.
National Drug Take Back Day is right around the corner. We're going to explain how much law enforcement took back from the Gem State last year.
And an iconic facility in Boise is caught in a fire earlier this week, and officials now believe they know the cause. Local News 8 at 5 starts right now.
You're watching Local News 8 at 5. Local people, local news.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining us. April is Child Abuse Awareness Month, and Madison Cares wants you to know the proper steps to protect our children.
Today, the organization hosted a class called Darkness to Light, Stewards of Children. Local News 8's Tristan Lewis got certified in the class today and has more on why it's so important to discuss topics like this.
Mothers, fathers, teachers, college students, community members of Madison County made their way to the Madison Cares Education Building for the education series Darkness to Light, Steward of Children, all with one goal in common.
We need to be that superhero in our children's lives. You need to know that we are there, that they can come to us with anything.
The class talks about the heavy topic of child abuse.
It's just mainly to help teach parents, communities, members, anyone that's willing to hear this message about how to protect our children.
During the instruction, the class watched 2 videos that discuss sexual abuse among youth and heard messages from survivors. Some of the steps discussed were learning the facts, minimizing opportunities, talking about it, recognizing the signs, and reacting responsibly. And it informs the class of shocking facts, like 1 in 10 children being sexually abused by their 18th birthday.
Certain communities, people are in denial. They don't think that it's happening around us. But in the training that we take, they teach us it's everywhere. It's anybody.
After each video finished, the class engaged in group discussions.
You have questions come up that you can discuss with each other, and you just learn. Everybody kind of looks at it a different way.
And discussions like this really do make a difference.
Children are more protected today than they were in the past, and that's because people are speaking out.
One of the biggest takeaways from this class:
everybody can use this class. Everyone has children in their lives. Everyone has children around them that they love.
This way, children can have more of those superheroes in their lives. In Madison County, I'm Tristan Lewis.
If you're interested in attending, the next Darkness to Light class will be held May 24th. The facilitator of the class is Daisy Beltran, and she will also set up a site training for a group of 10 or more.
And if you'd like more information, go to our website, localnews8.com. And if you also go to our website, you'll find under the Lifestyle tab, there's a link to help prevent child abuse, and there are steps in there that you can learn that will protect our children.
Great information.
Yeah.
Well, the Idaho Falls School District and Skyline High School administration are providing some guidance to some graffiti found in a restroom.
A message was written on the wall, and it said, quote, April 25th, I'm shooting up. Well, a school resource officer immediately began an investigation and sent out a message to the parents on Tuesday.
It reads in part, this message is to inform you about an incident reported and investigated at Skyline High School a few weeks ago and may have come to your attention. A student reported that graffiti on a bathroom stall said, April 25, I am shooting up. School administrators immediately reported the graffiti to the Idaho Falls Police Department, who followed up on the report. We know that with recent incidents, social media postings with information from uninformed sources have greatly raised concerns and anxieties about school safety. So we wanted to share this information with Skyline parents. If you'd like to see the full message from Skyline High School, head on to our website, localnews8.com.
Let's check in now with our first alert. Chief Meteorologist, wow, could we have another day like today?
Yeah, beautiful conditions with some sunshine. A little cloud cover coming in this afternoon, and temperatures now into the upper 60s. Yeah, we're very close to 70 outside. Upper 60s, lower 70s. That's the name of the game as we head into your Thursday and Friday with even warmer conditions abound. Winds out of the west at 17 right now as we look live for the Pocatello Farm Bureau Cam. Humidity is at a bone dry 19%. We go to Idaho Falls. The temperatures here at 65 degrees. Winds out of the west-southwest at 13 miles an hour. 22% humidity, and we're bringing in some cloud cover in the upper levels of the atmosphere. We do have temperatures right now at 65. Blackfoot, 62, Rexburg, upper 50s right now for Driggs, 70 in Twin and 70 in Salmon. With wind speeds picking up just a bit on the breezy side, we're getting some cloud cover and some wind today thanks to some cloud cover coming out of the north. There's a weak storm heading out of Montana, and that's what's bringing in the wind, but that's about it. Some cloud cover, some breezy conditions tonight with lows back into the 30s and 40s. I'll be back with a full check of your weather forecast, including a look at some wet weather trying to get in here for your Saturday night through Sunday. Carol.
Okay, thank you very much. We have an update now on a fire in central Idaho. We still don't know exactly what caused the fire at Warm Springs Lodge. Sun Valley Resort says over the weekend the fire investigation was completed, but they still don't exactly know what caused it. They did say they now know the fire started near an outside wall and spread to the roof. There is significant damage, but the overall structure is intact and mostly preserved. They still need to clean out debris and look at the overall building a little bit more before they'll have a timeline for rebuilding.
And we have a traffic alert for you tonight. Idaho State Police investigating a two-vehicle crash on US 91 and milepost 3.8 near Preston. As of right now, only one southbound lane is open for traffic. The other southbound lane and both northbound lanes are blocked.
Wyoming Highway Patrol troopers are now carrying that drug that can help people that overdose from illegal opioid use. So the Wyoming troopers are carrying naloxone, also known as Narcan. It's a nasal spray that will literally reverse the effects of opioids like heroin or fentanyl or methamphetamine, OxyContin, others. The patrol says troopers started carrying the naloxone last month.
The National Prescription Drug Take-Back Initiative is a way people can safely dispose of unused and expired medications in Idaho. Last year, the DEA collected more than 1,000 tons of unwanted, unused medications from across the country. In Idaho, more than 10,000 pounds of drugs were confiscated. Law enforcement says National Drug Take-Back Day is a day for any kind of drug.
If they're over-the-counter medication or just someone's prescription that got left behind or something, you know, anyone can bring that stuff in and drop it in the box and we can get it disposed of properly.
You can drop off your old medicines at the Idaho Falls Earth Day celebration at Toffus Park this Saturday from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m.
Around the region now, University of Wyoming officials and gun advocates are both looking to the judicial system to resolve a dispute over university policy that prohibits people carrying weapons on campus. The issue came to a head during the state Republican Party convention last week. A GOP delegate defied the weapons ban on campus, and he was issued a trespassing citation. UW Police Chief Mike Samp issued a trespassing citation to Uinta County Republican delegate Lyle Williams. It was last Friday during the party convention at the UW Conference Center in Laramie. Samp saw Williams openly carrying a firearm. Williams tells the Laramie Boomerang that he wanted the citation because it allows him to change UW's policy in court.
A Boise man is arrested after a family says he repeatedly terrorized them by trying to get into their garage and parking outside their house over the last year. Matthew James Lee was taken into custody on a misdemeanor charge of second-degree stalking. The family does not know the man and told police he had parked a car at their home and stared inside the house for 15 to 30 minutes. Lee is also accused of coming onto the property without permission and on a couple occasions punching numbers into a keypad in an attempt to unlock their door. He was released on a $5,000 bond. A judge ordered him to have no contact with the victims. He has pleaded not guilty to the misdemeanor stalking charge and is set for a pretrial June 15th.
Investigators have determined that someone purposely started a fire at the Boise landmark. Marissa Morrison tells us flames burst through the roof of the Gene Harris band shell in Julia Davis Park. It was around 8 p.m. Monday night.
The band shell itself is really one of those iconic structures that are in the city of Boise.
Boise Parks and Recreation Director Doug Holloway says the band shell is insured, so the cost of repairing the structure will be covered.
It really is going to take some professional work by outside consultants to really look at the structure and make sure that we're able to conduct those repairs, but we have every intention of doing that.
The area surrounding the band shell in the park is open to the public, but you're asked to stay back.
Obviously the roof has some significant damage. The exterior surprisingly is in pretty good shape, so most of it really did incur on the inside.
The investigation into the cause of the fire has been turned over to the Boise Police Department.
We're hopeful that it'll be back up and reservations will be here again, and we'll be utilizing it as that iconic structure that it is in our community.
Well, it's like Christmas came early to some Pocatello teachers today. We'll tell you what gift they received that has them smiling.
And later we'll tell you about the mother who gave birth to her child right here in Idaho while on a cross-country trip. 3 Pocatello schools are surprised with grant money today. CenturyLink gave around $43,000 worth of teacher and technology grants to 10 schools in Idaho, and 3 of those schools are in the Gate City.
Local News 8's Taja Davis was there to see the reaction.
Are you serious? Oh my gosh! Yay! Thank you! Hawthorne Middle School teacher Mrs. Moore was gifted $5,000 to go towards her classroom's iPads.
Amazing. My students are going to benefit so much from this. I'm just so excited.
The grant's purpose is to get technology into the hands of the students, and these iPads will allow the students to access lessons in class and at home.
Idaho's assets is our students, and that's where our future is, and so we need to get the technology into their hands. And this is one way of doing it.
Almost 1/3 of this year's recipients from CenturyLink are schools from Pocatello.
Big shout out to District number 25, right? 120 applicants across the state of Idaho that applied for it. She rose to the top because of the grant process.
We need more technology in the classroom for students who don't have the technology available to them at home.
That's perfect.
That's what we're going to use it for.
Awesome.
In Pocatello, I'm Tasha Davis.
And teacher Linda Empey at Tyhee Elementary School was also awarded almost $5,000, and Michelle Petrie was given a little over $4,000 at Jefferson Elementary. So teachers, way to go.
We're looking live here from Skywatch 8. We got the drone flying over the Snake River. Beautiful shot here, but of course high water runs. We're going to talk more about your weather forecast coming up